Hi and welcome to Manda's Ramblings. I decided that I'd start a video blog recording my progress and whips and basically all the different things that I do and make with my wool. So those of you that don't know me, I'm Amanda or Manda from Manda's Wool and Bits on Facebook, and I have a page and a group. The group is called the page is called Manda's Wool and Bits. The group is called Wool and Bits and Crafty Friends. Crafty Friends because we like all things crafty, but also Jessie's Crafty Hands, which is my daughter's page, is the other half of me, and therefore the two of us together make Wool and Bits and Crafty Friends. So, what can I tell you about me? Well, I'm me. I like wool, I like knitting, I like crochet, I collect far too much. I drink a lot of coffee. This is one of my mugs. I did get a beautiful mug the other day from one of my customers, which really made me smile. It says that knitting stops me from unravelling, which, yeah, it does actually. Yeah, totally agree with that. Apologise for the way I look. Well, I don't know why, really. This is me. This is what you'll see. This is how I look. My hair is always a mess. It doesn't do as it's told. It's a pain in the bum, but hey. And it's one of those things that I really struggle with because I just do. I'll tell you maybe a bit more about that at a later date. So, let's go straight into it. This today, Ramblings, is about my whips and the current whips, not the UFOs. So for those of you that don't know, whips means work in progress. So these are things that I've started but I haven't finished. I do intend to finish them. I always intend to finish things. Whether I do or not, debatable, but I'll try. So, today I'm going to share with you this. Yeah? It's cute, isn't he? Really like his teeth, look at the details in there. And his beautiful bright eyes. Sorry, still not used to the camera. Really going to be nervous talking into a camera, so excuse that. I'll get better, I'm hoping. So this obviously needs to be attached to this, and I need to do the legs. Haven't got around to doing that. Started it ages ago and then got an order for something else, so it got put down, and I totally forgot about it until I found it the other day. So that's one crochet whip. My second crochet whip is this. Some of you might have seen it on my page if you've come from there. I started this before Christmas, and it's called Snowflake. And basically, it's like a snowflake. It's always adding extra details. I wanted it to be quite an open shawl that you can use to dress something up without actually covering up the fancy clothes that you're wearing. If you're wearing fancy clothes, you can always wear it anytime. But I just thought it was really pretty. Anyway, it was much bigger than this. I pulled it back. I wasn't happy with it, which is why it's still a whip, and I still need to work out the next stages of it. It is one of my designs. Oh, I forgot to say that. Yeah, I do design too. Tend to do it because I get bored. So, yeah, and I like to see where I can stretch my own patterns, make them grow, learn something new. This jumper I'm wearing today is called the Double Quick. This is a jumper I designed a while back. It's got a different rib on the neck, the sleeve, and the cuff's got rig-rag. I think that's called rick-rack, something like that. Anyway, that's my jumper, called Double Quick because it knits up really, really fast. Little details like this you can change yourself by just doing a different increased stitch. You could do a yarn over, you could do a left, you could do a right, you could do left to the middle and right to the... It would be entirely up to you, but by changing those you change the look of your own jumper. The length of your jumper, you can change that. Your sleeve length. These ones I've done particularly long. It has a false seam because it's all done in one piece. Quite impressed. I don't normally put my arms up. It hurts quite a bit. Hey ho, that's one up. So, the other one I've got... Oh, sorry, did I share that? This is its whip bag for Snowflake. It was a collaboration with two yarn dyers, one of which was the Ungrateful Wench, Terry Dow, And the other I want to say is Mandy Slater, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. But beautiful bag. Love it. Loved the yarn I got. Still, that's in a whip too, but that's a bit more of a UFO, as in it's buried somewhere and I'll find it at some point. That's going to be made into a shawl, called the Poppy Shawl after my dog Poppy, but also because it's made with poppy yarn, all of which represents the poppy. So yeah, that one is started but not yet finished. So this one also represents a dog. If you've been on my page, you'll have seen it. This is the Willow shawl. It's made from the useless or nearly useless square, which we called our dog Useless because she was a bit useless. Without the help of the others, she really didn't know what she was doing. Turns out that she was poisoning her own body with, she'd got kidney failure, and it made her basically drunk, which, yeah, she did look loopy all the time, and was a total and utter Fruit Loop. She was a spaniel, and we lost her in October, and you can see her, she's upside down in this picture behind me, that way, there. That is her memory box somewhere over there. And there were other pictures of her. There's one of her eating the poppy dog there. I don't know if you can zoom in and see that. I don't know if you can zoom in on videos, can you? Don't know. Have to let me know. Anyway, I'm not happy with it. It's a bit bulky at the bottom. It does stretch out quite nicely. And I think maybe I should block it. I should. I know I should. I might do. And then it might fix the problem. But anyway, it's a bit bulky at the bottom. And I did wonder whether I should do that or not. It is more of a wing. It comes up at the ends rather than, there you go, can you see that? It comes out at the ends, so it gives you a hug. The whole point being that this is Willow's Hug. That was the name of the dog that we lost back in October. So yeah, those are my 3 crochet whips. I'll put them over there so I don't lose them. That leads me on to my knitting whips. Well, I've only got a few with me right now. There are more, but yeah, buried. We'll forget about those for now, shall we? Okay, so this one is my oldest of the whips. Bear with me whilst I try and orient it. Okay, so this is a cardigan. This is a giant cardigan coat for wearing whilst I'm dog walking. It's done side to side. So you start at one sleeve and you work your way across, and you work your way across the back, and then you work the other sleeve. Sorry, that's, yeah, the other sleeve to this side. It's done in garter stitch, so it's really simple. I have finished one front. There is a bit of, I want to do round the whole thing after, but that's the front mainly done. And this is the second front, which I haven't finished yet, but I will. I had to take it off the needles because I needed the needles for a different project. So it's on stitch cord, which is brilliant. Bought that from, didn't buy it, Jessie bought it and sells it on her page, Jessie's Crafty Hands, over on Facebook. Absolutely brilliant. Can't recommend it enough for doing double knitting and Aran knitting. Don't like it for sock. Find it stretches my stitches. But that's personal choice. So that's that side, that needs doing. It has got a hood on it. This is the hood. Yeah, it doesn't look like much, does it? Well, basically it'll fold over and I'll build the sides up and join it. That's the idea, so that I have a deep hood to try and keep your neck warm when you're walking on windy days. Obviously no good in the rain, but windy days. All made in hand-dyed yarn. And the hand-dyed yarn, this is Felt Fusion. That was the Harry Potter set that I bought at some point. And the majority of the rest of it is actually by the Dye Shack. And I've used all my little mini skins because I've been collecting them over the last 2 years. And I needed a project. Sorry, somebody went past the window, made me jump. So I've been collecting these over the last few years and I decided that it needed a project. So I've used all my ends, all my little bits and a load of mini skins. And I'm actually run out of mini skins. I know, it's shocking. I have run out of DK mini skins that I want to use for this project. I have got DK mini skins, don't get me wrong, but they're a set and I don't want to break them up and I won't have to use them all for this. Sorry, just getting a bit close and personal. Dropped my ball. So that's that one. It's got a long way to go. As you can see, I'm now using full balls, so it's a decision on where I stop and how much Oh, I've made a big mess here. How much I actually do in each colour. So yeah, I'm on to the big balls now, and it will get picked up again, and I will do more on it. And yes, that will be a pattern at some point. So that's that one. Let's go to the next one. Sorry. Yeah, told you it'd be rambling. So this is the next one. I joined the Halloween knit along that was on Ravelry. I think I saw it on Instagram. I must have done, because I don't tend to search Ravelry. It's a rabbit hole that you go down and you never get out. But I do love it. Don't get me wrong, I do love it and I do use it, and if I'm looking for a particular pattern then I go on it. But I don't go looking for things on there unless I need to find something that's specific. I think that's how you say it. Right, so these are mittens, and I made a mistake and I doubled up. Should have finished there and I should have done the second. Yeah, but I didn't. So I've got an extra long cuff on mine. I did start the second one because you're supposed to work them 2 at a time. I didn't have 2 sets of DPNs or 2 sets of trios. Crazy trios? I think they're called crazy trios. So what I ended up doing was putting them on different ones. It's fine. My tension's pretty even on both, so I'm quite happy. This one's got the spider on it. This one will have a spider on it later on. But yeah, so I need to do this again. I need to do the second part on this one. Each glove's totally different, which is really nice. And these I'm making for Jessie, my daughter. She really likes Halloween. She really likes all things a bit gruesome. I love Halloween. It's my birthday on the 30th of October. So yeah, I do love Halloween. But these aren't for me. Yeah, they just, I don't really wear them. I do have a few pairs and I wear those, but I don't need another set. So these are for Jessie, which I don't think I've told her I'm making them, which is good because it might take me a while to get finished. So they live in this bag here, which is a Lynx bag, Lynx deodorant bag, yeah, deodorant health set. And on it is a zip pull that Jessie made for me. She sells these on her page too. Really handy to know, really handy to have. So that's that bag. Did I show you this bag? This bag's quite nice. This bag, I think I bought it. I can't even remember where I bought it from. It might have even come in one of my sets from the dye shop. I get quite a bit of them. So, anyway, that's those. What's on this side? Oh yeah, my current project, which again, you might be watching my page if that's where you've come from. You might have seen this already. This is a tunic. This is called Twisted Perspective, we've called it. And you can see on here, there's a braid, there's some lace work, there's some simple cabling, nothing particularly difficult. There is some garter stitch, yeah, some pearl stitching, some knit stitch. Really simple, not too much, because the front is all plain, so it's all stocking stitch. Nothing particularly hard. You've got a V-neck to go over your head. This size is obviously not for me, this is for Jessie. Yeah, what did I do? I decided that I wanted to make something for her. Dave decided what it was that she wanted. That she wanted a tunic to throw over her when she's out doing things. So if she's got, say, a little skimpy top on and it's a bit sunny, she wants to throw it over the top, then it's a good idea for that. So that's what that is. I'm about to change colour. This yarn's by Twinkly Knits. Highly recommend it. Sorry, there's no colourway on it. Otherwise, I'd tell you what it is. But it's Twinkly Knits. Absolutely fantastic. Love the way it's worked up. It's knitted beautifully. Really nice even stitches. Very happy with it. I'm about to change two, and this is where it gets complicated because I only need one more. So this is Terry Dow. Not Terry Dow personally. This is the Ungrateful Wench, who is Terry Dow. And this one's called Reflections, and it is beautiful. Yeah, you can see that. Absolutely stunning. Now, I'm not sure if that's too different from the colour it is. Jessie has to choose, not me. Personally, I think the difference is good, but she might not. So I also have this for her to choose from. Now, this does have a little spot of green in. I don't know if the screen shows that. There you go, you can just about see it. So this one is called Bluebell, I believe, and is by Rosie's Moments. And it is so nice to touch. So, yeah, she's got a choice. She can choose. I'm sure this is called Bluebells. It's not come with a label. It's one that I got from a D-Stash sale. So if I'm wrong, Rosie, I'm very sorry. Please let me know and tell me, because, you know, your yarn's beautiful. I do have some that I bought and made things with. So, yeah, so that's another project. That's the one I'm working on currently. In fact, I'll leave it out because I'm going to have a go at that after. So what else have I got here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. This one I just put back on my page, and this is beautiful. The design is by Tellybean Knits, and as you can see, it is, I hope you can see, it is so textured, and I'm doing lace work, which I don't normally do, and I am loving it. I do lace work, very simple lace work, very good at losing count, because there's always somebody here. Apart from Tuesday mornings and Sunday mornings, I tend to get those to myself, which is quite nice, which is why I'm doing this on a Tuesday morning when Jessie's out at singing club. Because even if you tell Jessica you're counting, that's when she needs to speak to you the most. So that yarn is also by the Dye Shack, and these are what I have left over from the 2021 Advent calendar. They're the ones that I made into a jumper. They're my first ever Advent jumper. Yeah, and they're just, I didn't need those particular ones, those particular colours, because I didn't make the size big enough to include them. So I didn't need those, so I'm using them now for that. It's called the Grand Opening Shawl. I'm not sure if I said that. It's by Tellybean Knits. I know I did say that bit. So this bag, oh, didn't share the bag. Sorry, didn't share the bag. This bag I crocheted, and it's got lovely sunflowers on it. Do love a good sunflower. Don't know, do you like sunflowers? Let me know. This one is, the bag came with the yarn. The yarn is called The Poison Garden, and it's by the Dye Shack. And basically, these are some of them. Can you see how beautiful these yarns are, these colours? So these are the Poison Garden. It was the Advent calendar this year, and my challenge was to turn the Advent calendar into something I could wear. So this year I've gone with a cardigan. Last year I went with a side-to-side jumper. So the lines went down the way. So I had big panels, and I didn't do any fading whatsoever in that one. My first one goes that way and is faded all the way down. And this one's my cardigan. So I wanted to do a cardigan, and I decided I was going to do a cardigan that had got, sorry, that's the back. So it had got the green, which is the main colour, which I was so lucky. I got this set, and the Dye Shack was absolutely brilliant. She sent me the green, which is the main colour, the main 100 grams, which I had chosen not to have purely because, well, we have a limit on what we spend, and Dave buys me my Advent every year, and I wasn't taking the mickey. So yeah, she sent me the 100 grams because I always share her name, but because it's her yarn, and I like it, and I think everyone should know where it comes from, and everyone should get credit for what they do. That is me. I like to give credit where it's due. So this green here, I think you can see it just about, is between every other colour. Now I didn't go with the colour from the day 1 through to day 24. I haven't got 24 colours on here yet, but I did choose the colours that I wanted next to each other instead, because well, that's just me. It was just the way I wanted it to go. It wouldn't have worked the other way for me, and that's fine. We all have our own little ways. So this is the cardigan so far. Now, it's got, I think it's called a drop sleeve, but it's all made as one part, and so it's quite nice in that the construction is quite simple. I like simple, but Dave's challenge to me was to turn every different colour a different stitch, which is what I'd done on the one that goes that way. A little easier because you've got more pattern repeats. I've actually only got a few pattern repeats on this, so you don't always see the pattern the best. However, I have got 20 different stitch patterns on this so far, and I've a bit of a taboo with it as to whether or not I just start repeating those stitch patterns or I try carrying on until I've got the full 25, it was a 25-day calendar. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, which is why I haven't been working on that so much in the last few weeks. But also I've had other things on. I do take orders. As you can see, most of the things that are on my needles at the moment are hand-dyed yarn. That's because they're making them for the family. That doesn't mean to say that I won't make them for you, and it doesn't mean to say that I can't make them in non-hand-dyed yarn so it's more affordable. I can make it in hand-dyed, by all means. I can make it in a colour of your choosing. I can do it in the yarn of your choosing, if that's what you want. I'm quite happy to knit for anybody. Obviously, you pay because, I don't do things for free. By buying it, you're allowing me to design more, you're allowing me to knit more, and yeah, you get my skills, which I hope you can see that they're all right. They're not bad. So, thank you very much for listening to me ramble. The fish behind me are lighting me up in nice colours now. I don't know when they came on. I don't know if they came on before or after I started recording. But hey, so that's something else we do. We keep tropical fish. Just cleaned one of the tanks. That's why there's the towels on the top of them. And I can't think of anything else I need to share with you today. If you have any questions, anything, just ask. My name on Ravelry is Manda's Wool and Bits. My name on Facebook is Manda's Wool and Bits. I'm actually Amanda Price, and if you want to find me, please do so. It's been lovely speaking to you, and I hope that you will come visit me again. I hope so. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing these. But thanks very much. Bye for now.